It's one of America's most iconic restaurant brands. Celebrating nearly 7 decades of serving coffee and donuts, it's grown to more than 12,400 stores in 46 countries. Whilst Dunkin serves approximately 2 billion cups of hot and iced coffee every year around the world, the company's biggest challenge was to stay relevant and fresh.
As the consumer's changing, as their taste profiles are maturing, as this next generation is expecting more and different things from our brand, we knew we needed to go on this transformation as well. So we talked to current consumers, we talked to lapsed consumers that hadn't been in a while to really understand why they weren't coming back or what they would expect from Dunkin of the future. So we did a whole bunch of consumer research, which is where it started, and then a lot of competitive soul searching, as well as where are the spaces that we can win, right? So we didn't want to be something that we're not. So as we reformat our stores, we clearly want a better experience, but we're not going to be that third wave coffee shop with distressed wood and dark lighting.
And reformatting stores was just part of the transformation. It saw a new espresso coffee being developed, more menu changes, and after 68 years, dropping donuts from the name.
There was a lot of concern and controversy. Frankly, we've been looking at it for the last 15 years because Dunkin is how people refer to us. We're on a first name basis with America when we call each other Dunkin, and we're really just speaking to them in the language that they're using with us. Hey, you want to go to Dunkin? Hey, I'm going to Dunkin, can I get you something?
Another change was in the form of a new Chief Marketing Officer, Tony Weissman. He wanted to shake things up on the marketing side and brought in Dana Anderson from MediaLink to help.
At what point did he sort of pick up the phone to you and say, we need to talk?
Before he went there. We've been friends a long time and we've worked together, and actually it was at Cannes when he told me he was going to go have the interview. And afterwards we met before he started, and he said, I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on there and I think I need some help. And so we plotted his first year of transformation. The CEO had already made what is famous in the company as the blueprint. So by the time Tony came, the plan was made, but it wasn't executed. So the changing of the name from Dunkin' Donut to Dunkins, the focus on a beverage company, they changed their creative partners, they changed their organization, they changed the way that they do strategy. So he had a lot on his hands.
Why was it good for an external person like yourself to come in?
There was a time when they started focusing less on brand and more on product and price. And when that separation began to take place, the brand becomes not as strong. And so by the time he came, he knew he had to strengthen it. He said, I know right away I have to change my agency. I have to reorg for, as they call it, productivity. So he has to change his marketing department. And you want a modern one. You don't want to use like last year's version. So we did a lot of work about showing him what those options were. We helped set up the agency reviews. We did it a whole new way because I said if we're going to be transformational, let's be transformational. Instead of asking 100 questions, we only asked 4. That was fun.
So what is your advice to the kind of wider marketing community and CMOs that need to shake transformation? Yeah.
Look, it's our motto is last year, you'll experience the least amount of change you'll ever experience in your whole life. So if you're backing off change, the wrong thing to do in marketing, you really have to dive in. But sometimes you have to dive in with some help. Everybody needs partners because the CMO's time is really precious and you really need to understand that first 18 months of trajectory.
Hi, I'm James Wright and thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thanks for watching.